Yeah, you already know what it is, man. OFAM790, your social media choice representing Black Rasslin. Listen, it's a very busy week here. Folks may have celebrated Juneteenth this weekend. It's summertime. The kids are out of school. It's a different kind of year, man. It's a different time of year. It's something about getting hot outside that make people want to fight. There's a violence that comes with summertime and the heat. And if you ever get to a Waffle House this time of year, let's call it a Saturday night. Let's call it post let out. So let's call it 2:30, 3 o'clock. People are going to get the wrecking out front the Waffle House. And the police sometimes might be slow to the scene. The manager might say break it up, but it's always somebody in the crowd that tells the folks, let them cook. Let them cook, and they're going to be cooking in Cheverly, Maryland this weekend, live on Sunday. And two of the gentlemen that we have with us are going to be cooking for the Chocolate City Championship. I guess we can go with the challenger first. As is tradition, we got big time Robb Radke. What's going on, brother? How are you?
I'm doing all right. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And y'all seen him before, man. He dang near family. The Chocolate City Champion. And number 50 on the BRP 50 this year. Yeah. Andino, what's going on, sir?
Thank you. I love that intro. You know, we got to stop meeting like this. You know, we got to stop meeting like this, man. It's starting to become a running trend.
Hey, man, that's what happens when you hold them that whatever weight that belt is, pounds of gold. You know what I'm saying? You got to come out and do these things.
Hey, man.
It's always interesting to kind of see guys in the actual space and the environment of these fight events. I'm always excited. I've seen both of you gentlemen interact with crews outside of just being solo performers. Can both of y'all kind of give me a view on what it is to kind of be a part of a crew, and then, you know, Rob, you can also speak to life post crew. You know what I mean? Shout out to the goons or not.
As far as the goons go, what it's like to be a part of a crew, I can only speak for the goons. I don't know any other crews infrastructure, but I know what it meant to be a goon was you're in a group of very talented individuals. You got to step up. You can't be, you know, the weak link in the chain. Everybody has to perform. Everybody has to. You can't embarrass your crew. You know, everybody's elevating one another. That's what it was like for being in a crew for me for a good chunk of the time. Breaking out on my own, not necessarily my choice, more theirs, but I embrace it.
That's the narrative you're gonna tell?
The narrative, no narrative, just facts.
Fair. You know, you're right. I can't speak for other people. You're right. I just, me and the people heard different. But hey, Joe Biden became president. Donald Trump was the president once. Terrible things happen in moments of legislation and leadership every single day. You could be telling the truth. You could be telling the truth. You know, me personally, I've had them issues. My guys like me and I like my guys. So, we happy over here. We win and we succeed and we, don't, kick each other out or fight with one another and all that hoopla that y'all be doing over there. But then again, the name makes sense. Y'all decided to call yourself goons on purpose. So, maybe the behavior matches the name, So, blocks are part of infrastructures. They're meant to stay together. So, hey.
Okay.
So speaking of infrastructure, with the block, what are the roles? Like, how are our folks, how is it constructed? How are the folks, like, who does what, whose role is what, and so on and so forth?
That's a great question.
I don't think it's a great question, but I'll answer it, I guess. Mr. Amazing, he's amazing. That he's in charge of being amazing. You know, Y Keys, he's fashion, as you can see. You know, I'm not into all that, but he is, and at the end of the day, we got to keep up with the times. Taylor, she's in charge of female things. We can't all do female things, so you got to cover those bases. Vic is currently taking a mental health break, and we're respecting that. And I'm the champ, so that's all the boxes is crossed. That's all the boxes is crossed. That's next question. Next question.
I want to know what happens when one of them wants a promotion.
This ain't a job.
They're this and this. Well, you just describe roles. Well, this person's in charge of fashion, and this person's who. What happens when one of them wants to be champ?
Well, that's the best
they
part.
should. That's what they should want, correct?
Well, since they've joined me, they've moved on to wrestling at multiple promotions instead of just being stuck at one. They've won championships in other promotions. Vic recently was a champion in Virginia. Keys has won multiple titles in Delaware and Maryland. Taylor's getting in the ring more because initially she wasn't wrestling, so we got her in the ring. Tavon, he's a champion in Virginia as well. My guys are doing stuff. Doing stuff.
Oh yeah, they're doing stuff.
Absolutely.
I mean, you sound super confident about it.
I mean, I'm just saying.
They're doing stuff. Yeah,
What I mean, but like you worried about us. What did the goons do? What y'all do?
I'm not here to talk about the goons. I'm not a goon anymore.
Y'all played hot potato with one pair of tag titles. That
Freebird rule has existed for many years.
Well, then if the Freebird rule,
and that's
exists,
okay.
then the block is the Chocolate City champion. We've been cooking for 800+ days. Look at that. There you go. Boom.
I'm not here to talk about the goons. I'm not a goon anymore. No longer a goon. Have not been a goon for over a year. Would very much like to be removed from this narrative. I'm here to talk about me and you.
So let's talk about you and him. That Chocolate City Championship that is around Andino's waist. What to hold that championship for you? I believe you're a Delaware guy. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
The Chocolate City Championship is representing the DMV, but Chocolate City is DC. What would it mean to hold a championship like that for you and represent that area?
So I like to say that Robb, me the person, I was born in Delaware, live in Delaware, but Big Time was born in DC. Big Time was born in DC Brow. Big Time performing in front of the DC audience was really kind of what made me what I am right now, and it would mean the world to me to represent the Chocolate City and make those people proud.
So Andino, same question somewhat. How has it been for 800+ days representing that title, that town?
What's so interesting is in a lot of ways, and I think that's why they say opposites attract, but they never say what happens with two norths. They butt. They don't stick around. I think that's the interesting dynamic with me and Robb. We're similar in a lot of ways, professional wrestling wise. We're both uberly talented guys with promotions having us and fumbling us, I would say. We're both guys that when given the opportunity to cook, it's always this surprise of how good we are. But it's only a surprise to everyone except the person in the mirror. And the most ironic thing is I think we get a lot of well, it's never to our face, at least for me. I doubt anyone's got the nuts to talk to Robb like that, but I think there's a lot of quiet hatred, because in a lot of ways we represent this a lot better than the guys that are actually from there, because I'm not from the DMV either. You hear it every time, from Brooklyn, New York. But, because I decided to not bootlick an ass kiss and rub my nose in the Boys and Girls Club up Northeast, I had to find work elsewhere. So I found my home in the Mid-Atlantic, which then, bled into being the Grapple region. And through sheer absolute scratching, clawing, doing things people might refer to as dirty, whatever words you want to use, at the end of the day, for me, it's about I want what I want. And if you plan on getting in my way, or anybody, it's a matter of who's willing to take it the extra mile to stay there. And for 800 plus days, I've been willing to take every road and every mile. And my car's got a lot of damage for it. And I'm prepared to pay every tax that comes with it.
So, Brother Rob, is there anything you aren't willing to do to acquire that championship around the other gentleman's waist here? Because he's already said and proven he's going to do it all. He's throwing folks on tables and chairs, and then one time I saw a door and a chair. Anyway, what is it? What things are you not willing to do to get there, or is it a case that anything goes for you?
Nah, I think if you're familiar with my work, and maybe some folks aren't, I think you would know that, there's nothing I'm not willing to do. I mean, as far as we're talking about the Chocolate City, we're talking about, the DMV, year ago, me and Saul Esparza had us one of the first ever death matches in DC, fought in the streets of DC, light twos, barbed wire, all that stuff. I'm not above it. I will do anything and everything. If you saw me Mania weekend, I'm doing moonsaults to the floor. Look, I'm going to be real with y'all. Life is short for everybody. And every day I wake up and my back is just telling me a little bit more that, hey, this wrestling stuff is finite. You only got so long to do it. My goal is to do everything and everything and everything that I can while I still can. So throw it all at me.
To be honest,
Fun fact about me and Rob, we were one of the few guys booked at Mania weekend that didn't do death matches and still managed to bleed.
Wow.
So weird. Once again, I tell you, it's unironic and unintentional how much he and I walk similar roads in this weird little thing called pro wrestling.
So, Andino, you've done this quite a few times. And when I say this, I mean title defenses.
Yes, sir.
What does getting through an opponent like Robb Radke look like? Because you said you're willing to go through whatever, but you've seen these folks time after time and really came up aces every time. There was a little confusion with Gabriel Kai, but we ain't even bring that up. What does getting through an opponent like Robb Radke look like?
Well, I'll give you another fun fact, because I don't like to downgrade the people I'm against, because if you just knock the guy across from you, then, what are people buying the ticket to? That kind of defeats the purpose. If I just say Rob is all types of negative things and, he's not worth, the air that I breathe, then why would you, the fan, come watch it? If, that's not very exciting. If everyone knew the results to every Mike Tyson fight, you think they was going to buy a ticket? No. They want them 13 seconds back.
Correct.
But I'll speak some truth. Rob is one of the first people to ever hand me a loss. Rob has teamed with people who have whooped my ass. And those lessons are the exact reason why I am the monster that I am today. So in a lot of ways, it's not a case of what do I have to do to beat Rob. It's, is Rob ready for the very thing that it's his fault, that bitter taste that he left in me, I refuse to eat that ever again. So in reality, he's one of the same people that has to own up to these 800 plus days. If any of you all are upset, that man over there, you could blame. And come June 23rd, if anything, he should be proud of me when I'm done. because hey, thanks.
Okay. You know what? I am proud. I already am. You've done it. You've had a great run, and I applaud it. I'm not going to disrespect you. I have no disrespect for you. When I say the things I say, it is not because I disrespect you. It is because I am aware. I am aware of what you're doing. And there's nothing that I haven't done, nothing that, the people I used to associate haven't done, and that's okay. I'm prepared for that. I'm aware. I am prepared for that.
What's different about Robb Radke than other folks would expect? And this is actually to Rob, because we've seen a bunch of matches with Dino over at F1ght. What makes you a different opponent for the Chocolate City Champion?
Do you mind? I think I can answer that. You know what makes Rob different? He didn't bitch and whine. He didn't boo-hoo me. Where's my chance? He actually did the opposite in this case. He didn't attach himself to people to try to create more for himself. He disassociated himself to prove that he could be somebody by his damn self. And that's just the outside the ring stuff. In the ring, you don't usually get guys who can mix power and agility very well. Find these imaginary people, like you can make maybe two hands worth of people that can combine throwing someone north of 250 pounds across a ring, as well as do a complete moonsault and an actual moonsault. A lot of guys, they do this weird, like that Bam Bam Bigelow thing. He actually goes straight backwards and everything like that. I've seen it. I've been hit with it. It's not fun, and he does that all while also being north of 200 plus pounds himself. So if we're talking in the ring stuff, he's versatile. He's not one dimensional, unlike a lot of my opponents that y'all keep trying to tell me are worth a damn. And outside of the ring, he's not a bitch. Quite frankly, I respect him as a human being and a man. But I like being the man entirely more than all of that. So let's not misconstrue the decency with how indecent I plan on being. But of course, we got to tell the truth at the end of the day. We got to tell the truth.
That's fair. That's fair.
Think
about go ahead. You're the host.
So the thing that goes along with a champion that is willing to do anything to win is that good old fashioned champion's advantage. You know what I'm saying? That good old fashioned, well, he won, but he ain't pinned me. Oh, there's that count out. He ain't pinned me. How do you deal with something like that?
Well, that's the thing about Andino. He's a brawler and he's unpredictable. I could say that, and
I like that word.
there's really nothing you can do about it. I'm just aware. I know what could happen. I know how Andino can get down and dirty and all the ways that I've been myself in the past. So I'm not, this is nothing new to me. Being a champion and wanting to hold on to your championship for as long as possible, again, not new to me.
I'm really looking forward to this match. I do need assurances from both you gentlemen that as I sit comfortably in my front row seat, I won't get involved in any action. I don't need, you know what I mean? I'm wearing my glasses. I don't, you know what I mean? If y'all ensure my safety, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I got to.
If the Maryland State Athletic Commission is listening, then yes, I can ensure your safety. If they're not, hey, who knows?
Fair enough. Hey, Maryland, you know what I mean?
So, just make sure you keep the beer bottles away from Rob. I heard he, I don't. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta be mindful.
So you're familiar. So you're familiar that I'm not above I'm not above reaching into a bag of tricks.
Oh,
I'm not above getting dirty. I'm not. I was trained by a man named Dirty Sonny Deeds.
Oh, listen,
So
hey, one of the first times that I got dirty, the first guy to actually tell me good job was that very same light skinned man now. So I know all that. I know all that. Trust me. Here's the thing. Here's the dangerous thing though, Rob. I've been paying attention to you. See, while you've been focused on exercising your old demons, the only reason why you even looked in my direction is because of a little mishap with my guys, right? As when you sit at the top, you only can look in one direction. And I've been seeing all of y'all doing all that climbing down there, right? And I saw that big beard coming from a mile away. So what makes you think I'm not aware of you, Rob? You think I'm that arrogant? You think I'm that kind of little you think I'm that same little boy with the sunglasses on, right? You think I'm that same little boy running around with Jeremy not knowing what he's doing, 2 left feet, got to take a shit before every match. No. See, this is different, right? It says it right there, Andino. But what it doesn't say is everything else. You see, because if we wasted our time writing down all the differences between me then and me now, we'd have to record a whole nother 30 minutes, Rob. And I just feel like you think you're still dealing with that little boy. I can't wait to change your mind.
see the thing, I want you. I want you to think that. I want you to understand and respect what you're in the ring with. I want that for you because that would make me proud. We could talk, then versus me that. That's it. You want to talk about comparisons? That's the same speech I've been given for the past 10 years. I have evolved and evolved and evolved. And right now, you're looking at the best version, the absolute best version of myself. So I think you expect what to expect from me, but I don't think you're as aware as you might like to think.
There's only one way we can find that out, right?
And I'm gonna beat your ass just for calling Sonny Deeds light skin on Juneteenth.
There's only a time and a place for that, ain't it?
You're gonna look back on this day as this is the moment that you lost the Chocolate City Championship.
Ooh, that sounds real good, don't it? Ooh. How many times, hey fam, how many times have we sat here, you in that seat, me in this seat, somebody else over there, and they said that same line?
But you said it yourself. They ain't me. They ain't big time. No disrespect to them, but they ain't big time.
See, that's why you've been in the game so long. You got those on you. You got those on you. See, that gray hair is earned. Yeah, I know. I can't. I can't wait. I'll do you one special, Rob. Right here, because we keep talking about our past and our people. I'm gonna give you 2 announcements. Announcement number 1, part 2 of Big Time is dropping tonight. I hope you're excited for that one. Announcement number 2. None of the block will be present for our match. They got stuff to do, Rob. It's just you and me. About that.
Okay. I'm gonna trust that about as far as I could throw you. Actually, that's pretty far, but you know what? I'll accept that. I'm not gonna forget. I'm not gonna forget that they exist, and that's fine. But if that's what you want, if that's hey,
what you
so
trying to say, Rob? You trying to say I'm not an honest man?
Look, we've talked about it at the top of this interview. We both run with crews. I know how crews operate.
Rob, so, I am offended. You think I would lie to a black man on Juneteenth? Robert.
We've already covered that.
Rob, me. Of all people.
Okay. I mean,
Black Rasslin podcast is number 50. You open the book and you see my face first representing
Congratulations, by the
Black
way.
wrestling, and you think I would lie to you?
Yes.
Holding the chocolate City Champion. You see how much, I'm a father to a black child. And you think, Robert.
Do you think for the past year I've had tunnel vision just on, beating up my friends? I see what goes on. I see everything that goes on at these shows.
Who have I lied to,
if they-
Rob? Who have I lied to? I've told every single one of y'all, F1ght will grow back to where it was before COVID ruined us, before the DC Athletic Commission absolutely siphoned us. I have held up my end of the bargain, Rob. Look at us right now. Look, this is me and you right here in the Black Wrestling Podcast, live on Juneteenth, Sunday, June 23rd. You and me for the Chocolate City Championship. We bring a cheeseburger in, Rob. This is what all of these things have been happening since common denominator. Rob, I've been nothing but honest. I said I would elevate black wrestling in the DMV. And here we are. People that should have been respecting your name get to see you. Calling you what you've been this whole time. You recently been calling yourself big time. I've always said you big time, man. I've always been honest. Ask fam how many times I say nice things about black wrestlers in the DMV. I never skipped your name, Rob. Unlike them white boys that you had to choke out, I never skipped your name, Rob. You think I would lie to you? Robert. In front of my child's toys. Don't do that, Rob. Don't do that. That's not okay. I'm hurt. I'm quite frankly, I'm distraught.
Oh, well, maintain that distraughtness throughout the weekend.
That's what you want from me? That's what you're going to wish on me on Juneteenth in front of these people? Man, see, as soon as people see championship opportunities, they change. They change.
I've been doing this 10 years. You think this is my first championship opportunity?
Hey, man.
I'm not new to this game.
Hey, man, listen. All I've ever been is true.
Well, stay true. Stay true.
I'm going to stay true and blue, baby. I got to worry about that.
So, Brother Andino, you mentioned guys like Cheeseburger coming in. Are you guys please feel free to kind of talk about
Cheeseburger
let him cook.
Cheeseburger finna go one-on-one with Suge D for the fake Pan-African World Diaspora Wrestling Championship. That's happening. That's cool and all. They can't see me. There it is. Hey, the Cheeseburger they're gonna have that match. That's cool. Me and Rob is gonna have the actual World Championship match. Because at the end of the day, the Pan-African World Diaspora Wrestling Championship started and will end and will continue, and so on and so forth in the place of its home. We're not gonna pretend to be about the go-go and the mumbo sauce and the people, and then conveniently miss out here and there and here and there and here and there. People get a little bit of stank and change their minds about the small folk, as you would put it. But not me. And so once again, I will give opportunity to the deserving. We all know who Cheeseburger is. Ring of Honor, Cheeseburger. Cheeseburger don't need no opportunities. People calling him every single day. You know what that is? That is once again a clout grab from our world champion to continue to keep him type of scoundrel. Scoundrel is the word. Me? No, not me. Me? I'm giving it back to the people that deserve it from the beginning, like Robb Radke. Big time. Damn it, you see it? It's right there on his name. That championship back there, he held that for 1.5 days. That man's a hero. Been cooking longer than cooking had the word COO and the K in it. And we want to pretend. We want to lie. And act as if there's a different conversation to be had besides the Chocolate City Championship. Absolutely not. Give me the Robb Radkes. Y'all keep having fun with y'all fake TV matches. We gonna give y'all true cinema, true television, professional wrestling. from the DMV, the grappler region. We're going to show y'all some graps. We're gonna show y'all some real killer instinct. Men willing to get dirty. Men that actually take showers pre and post matches. Real dogs. Men that consent.
Oh, he's back.
Men that only get touched by women with consent, I said. Men that actually know how to speak to people with some decency. Men that when they sit down in the chair for a couple of minutes, when they get up, they ain't dookie stains under them.
Yeah, shout out to Doogie Stains.
Real men, real black men. Only melanin on our skin is from our birthright, and not because we too busy putting it under other promotions' asses for the sake of a match or a shot or an opportunity. Nah, sometimes we get kicked out of promotions because we too honest.
Mm-hmm.
Dogs. If you checked our pulse right now, the response back would be woof. You understand me? Damn, no give a damn about no Suge. Nobody give a damn about no Suge. Nobody give a damn about no damn Suge. We care about Cheeseburger because we happy to see Cheeseburger. That's cool. But don't nobody give a damn about no damn Suge. Suge is short for sugar. Shitting me? Don't speak to me about no damn Suge no more. Don't talk to me about no grown man that wears a headband indoors ever again. How dare you? Man wears tie-dye shirts. Ever disrespect to talk about no damn Suge. How dare you? Talk about Robb. Talk about some actual talent that don't lie to you in your face.
Brother Robb.
Yeah.
Who on the card or what match on the card are you looking forward to other than, of course, your contest?
Robb Radke versus Andino is the only match worth selling the ticket for right now.
So I won't. I'm not gonna co-sign any slander to anybody else on the card. I respect.
You're right. The Block
I
versus
respect the
PI
locker room.
versus the Hype. That's a match worth watching. You damn right, Rob. I apologize.
Well, I mean, I'm not fond of being interrupted, but I can't agree more. I mean, I think Pure Ignorance is one of the best tag teams on the Indies. I'm not going to disrespect the Block or the Hype, but that's just what my point of view. Like I said, been around a little while, and I've been in the ring with those kids. Exciting to watch, and again, no disrespect to the Block. The Block handed me my first loss in fight, and not thrilled about it, but you have to respect that. The Hype, entertaining as hell as well. You put all three together, I mean, that's pure entertainment.
They gonna cook.
Absolutely, they're gonna cook, and I'm gonna eat it up.
Fair enough.
Absolutely, fellas. I'm not going to hold you brothers too much longer, but I will ask as the last question here, what are the ingredients to winning this contest on Sunday, June 23rd?
Great graphic.
36. Somebody did a good job. Somebody did a great job.
Somebody did an excellent job.
Handsome son of a bitch probably did that.
Listen, all I know is whoever made that, if he asked for more money, I'd give it to him. Me personally. I don't know.
Yeah, I would tend to agree there, man. Yeah, this Sunday, June 23rd, 3608 Legion Drive, Cheverly, Maryland. Doors at 8, bells at 6, man. What ingredients are we going to get to allow y'all to cook? We're gonna start with the challenger.
My ingredients is, well, that morning I'm gonna have me a little breakfast at Waffle House, get into the spirit, wander into the belly of the beast, as they say. Just giving everything and anything and everything, It's not something I take lightly, this opportunity. This is not just an exhibition. It's not for me to show off or anything like that. I'm in it to win it, and I'm going to do everything in my power to make that happen.
Chef Dino.
Oh. Hey now.
No, we couldn't wait.
What it's gonna take for me? What it's taking for me every other time, What it's gonna take for me is every other ingredient that I can show you. What it's gonna take for me is every other ingredient that I can tell you. What it's gonna take for me is every other ingredient that I can tell you. Okay. it ain't no damn sugar. It ain't no damn spice, and it damn sure ain't finna be nothing nice. It's gonna be 100% grade A, ANDINO. And it's gonna be like that, and it's gonna continue like that, like it's been for the past 800 plus days. And Deathmatch, fix y'all's stuff because some of y'all's news on me is incorrect. So that's why I only listen to people like the Black Wrestling Pod, because they tell the truth. Even though they should have put me higher than 50, but hey, at least they were smart enough to put me on the list in the first place, you know. I'm not gonna be one of those guys. That's what it's gonna take.
Oh man, fellas, before we get out of here, how can the folks get at you on social media?
Well, I'm at Robb Radke on X. I'm not calling it shit X. Twitter. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I'm not really a TikToker, but you can find me there. At Robb Radke. You can find me on OnlyFans at Thicky Steamboat, but I mean I don't really post. I haven't posted regularly.
Hey, brother. Get your coins.
Oh, you can actually, if you want, hit a Danny Lee XOXO on OnlyFans and make us some money. Give her a little plug.
Hey man, if you want to get some OnlyFans going on, get your goddamn click. Hey, I support it 100%. That is the first, by the way. That is the first. I appreciate that. That's dope. Champ?
At studio_Andino. I'm not gonna say anything. Hey, I respect all money as long. I respect all money that's legal. Yeah. At studio_Andino on everything. I'm not on TikTok. Yeah. I'm gonna. Yeah. Y'all. Hey, hey, Rob, man. Thicky Steamboat. That's a decision. All right. I'm gonna. Wow.
See how I got in his head? You see?
Absolutely. It starts there, man. Listen, if you want to see more, be in the house on Sunday live, man. It's gonna be an amazing time. Fight, let them cook, man. Peace.
Hold up, let them cook. Let them cook. Let them cook. Hey, let that boy. Let him cook. Hold up. Gotta leave him shook. Let him cook. Let him cook.